Hi, my name is Avant Tisera. I'm a PT trainer. I've been doing PT classes for more than 5 years. And of course, IELTS I've been teaching more than 22 years. So over the years, the success of my PT classes as well as IELTS classes, mainly due to the fact that I always have this practical approach in my teaching. Because these exams, especially PTE, is purely a skill-orientated exam. There's no theory, there's no syllabus. I know most students are studying in detail to do PTE well, but to be honest, this is purely a skill-based exam. So you don't need to worry too much about theory or understanding material because to be honest, there's nothing like that. The only thing you need to do, there are certain question types. You need to get used to those questions. You have to get used to those. You need to get used to do those questions properly. So that's what you need to do. And if you do that, easily you can get a very good score. So the Manghithu me video ke share karanna. I'll speak in both language, so it's familiar for all students. මේ වීඩියෝ එක මම ෂෙයා කරන්න හිතුවේ මොකද ගොඩක් අය දැන් මේ PT එක ගැන හිතන් ඉන්නවා ටිකක් serious, like very serious. There are so many things to study, and especially with the new changes. The new changes on August 7th. So most students are thinking this is a big change and it's very difficult. In fact, after the change, the Mevenasing passe, I feel it's actually easier. The exam is actually easier. There are certain changes, like I'm showing you here. Then metana lokuma venasune speaking, there are two extra questions. Speaking, there are two extra questions, and that's about it. But actually, the biggest change is human grading. The speaking question දෙක අපු එක තමයි ගොඩක් ස්ටුඩන්ට්ස් ලා worry වෙන්නේ. හැබැයි ඇත්තටම මේකේ මේ real change එක, real impactful change එක තමයි these two speaking questions, they were there before. These two new questions. Those four questions are human graded plus lokuma වෙනස biggest change එක තමයි writing summarized written text, write essay මේ දෙකම ඉස්සර තිබ්බා. දැන් මේ දෙකම human grading. So that is the biggest change for me. මේ ලොකුම වෙනස උනේ writing වල ඇත්තටම, even though we are worried about speaking. When writing, both these questions were there in the past, මේ දෙකම තිබුණා, but it was completely AI based grading. But now it's human grading, part of it. So it's a huge, and also a lot of points. See, 40 points and 23 points. So those are big changes. And plus the listening summarized spoken text, also human graded. So there are 7 questions now, human graded. Only 2. So that is the biggest change. But I feel this is a really good change because human grading means if you do well, question definitely you can get a good score because you are not worrying too much about like the technical aspect. Like for example, in speaking, these two still computer grading. So you will lose marks. He also, you have to be careful, but still, if you do properly, since the human element, human grading is there, you will be fine. So the mama class first day in the online hari physical hari, from the very first day, Kelima questions paranga. There's no introduction, there's no what do you call understanding what is PT exam or preparation, or straight away, whatever your level, I'm gonna let you do some questions. Because that's the best thing you should do. Because you might be very low in your English level. I think you might get 35, 40. But if you are decent enough, 45, 50. Decent English level, 45, 50. Or if you are really good, already went from the first day, 60, 65, 80, 90 even possible. එතනින් තමයි මේක plan කරන්න ඕන. එතකොට මේකට මේ වැඩේ කරන්න you don't have to spend lots of money, like 90,000, 100,000, more than that, and go into a certain place, certain labs, You don't need to do that because simple websites on a Tarantino. So the best version is APUNI. I'm not saying it is the best site, but that is more than decent. APUNI, free site. Even the VIP basic one is $16 for 1 month. It's less than 5,000 rupees. It's very, very convenient. You can do it at home. And I'm always using these sites for students. Of course, I'm using the PSN official site too, but it's expensive nisa man godak kala recommend karne students later use APUNI, right? Think make a kisi prashnayak ne. Ka hariyata keruot, you can get a really good score. For example, I'll show you example. Now this student, one of my students, she got a really good score as you can see on the score ka kambura. She did the exam on July 14th, 2025. I'll show you. This is her actually, the what I had earlier, the window. Within this is her mock test on July 13th evening. The exam gave 14th morning, right? So look at her APUNI mock test. Last mock test. So she got 74, 79, 73, 76, 75. Very good. Because we were aiming 65 each. She was applying for nursing program in Australia. Today at 65 each on a uni. So this was good. So we thought really good. You can do very well in the exam. So this is the real results. 290s, 84, 72. Right? So, I mean, I always see that in APUNI, if you get like 58, you definitely will get better in the real exam. But what I'm saying, this will give you a very good indication. This is not a perfect score. I mean, perfect indicator, like exactly this will happen, but this will definitely give a really, really good idea where you at. They make once in my classes, what I do, mock test I'm going through everything. I'm a question, individual over the phone, hari face to face. My students like to go through. So sometimes 4 or 5 days of those kind of practice is enough, more than enough. Sometimes some students need more than 10, 15, 20. They depend when a student get level like hano. So I mean that's what I do. So that's what as teachers we should do. Make a puluang at a very short, quick approach. Like average at a little longer, difficult when I approach. But whatever your level, exams question එකතම මේ වැඩේ කරන්න ඕන. මේක වෙන වෙන දේවල් කරලා හරියන්නේ නැහැ. අනිත් එක තමයි templates. Then templates are completely out. The new changes මේ ඔක්කොම ගෙනෙන්නලා තියෙන්නේ. All the changes you know are introduced to eliminate using template. The template use කරන්න බෑ. කරලා වැඩක් නැහැ because human grading දාලා තියෙන්නේ ඒකයි. Human grading දාලා තියෙන්නේ then you can't use templates because the human examiner will check that. Their actually main objective is to figure out whether templates are there or not. There is a template nang use karla vadak ne. Do it properly. Think proper kramati, Then recently I had this chat with a student. She's really good. She's really good. Her level is really good. And she got a low score because she was using templates. I completely told her to completely stop doing that, and she got a really good score by doing by herself. The template now with the human grading, it's much more easier. And the other thing is, now of course I'm sharing this video, and there are so many videos like this in YouTube, lots of videos. 90 guaranteed if it is that much easy, I mean, everybody should get 90. So there are so much of information available on the official information. The official grading criteria. The use in my classes, I'm always based my teaching on this. So this is from Pearson website. My new criteria. So the make it speaking criteria. Question I mean 7 question, but we only do 6, right? Writing criteria. See, now content 4 points mean human grading. So the scale points for then human, but still 5 points are given by computer. So 44% basically from human. Content 6 point, all those structure is human. So the human grading, 18 points, and 8 points are from computer. So with the writing, 70% grading is based on human. So the criteria, and I'm sharing these with students, and you can even download these things in Pearson website. The make a base tama api vade karanna. Right? May make it level like what we need to do. So sometimes what happened then may okkoma kevala therum ganna as a student is very complicated. So now for example writing I have created very basic structure, very basic structure. But if you follow the structure with good ideas, may okkoma points tika kawen. Easily you can get marks. Same thing with reading, and for reading also the type of question, nothing much to discuss with the criteria, but it's difficult reading with the very difficult questions, but the question types are know that they are. Summarize spoken text listening, may 4 point content mean human grading, about 5 point computer grading. So 4 points human grading, 4 points from AI. So still there's a AI component, but human grading definitely there. Summarize spoken text. So there are eight computer grading points and 4 humans. So only 33% human in listening, but there's a human component and all the other questions. The maker based So this one also I have created from the research paper published by Pearson website plus with the puny mock test algorithms. So I mean make a 100% accurate no in the pulluam, but this will give a very good idea where the exam is right now, the scoring situation. The make it a anuva, I'll tell you the most important thing here. The very important thing now, read aloud. Those days were very important. Tamat important, but not too much. It's important. Only 12 points speaking what vitara hambeni. Then isara make it points good active. Repeat sentence still important. Describe image more important now. PTE lecture product aduela is still important. The new question, summarize group discussion, lot of points, 26. New question, respond to a situation, important but not too much. So make up unknown. You can skip this question. And these two, extremely important, Mandan Kalinkyu, extremely important. Reading, fill in the blanks, drop down, drag and drop, both are very important. Reorder paragraph also, I mean 7 points, important, do it. Sometimes this one also, we are skimming this one. But if you can try this question too. This one not important. You can skim karana puluwa. And then listening, well, 4 questions only we need to summarize spoken text, highlight incorrect word. Now this is very important. Highlight incorrect words is but now this is very important. Very easy question. To make it, 15 reading points. It's really good. And also dictation, always the most important question for me, because I think this is the very important question in the entire exam. Only 3-4 questions, but a lot of points. To make a hariyata karan nona for speaking, sorry, for listening and writing. So out of 22 question types, you should do only 15. Make a pahalawai karan. Pahalawat me green ones tama very important. Yellow ones also you definitely need to do. And if they will skip karana puluwa. So the exam, class I think every online classes every day I'm discussing, speaking, listening together in one day, and another day writing, reading one day. So I'm discussing questions. I'm showing how it should be done based on these criterias, and then you have to do the work. Katunayake wage karala mata share karano. and then individually we discuss. Then you also know what need to be done. So regularly after doing 10, 15 mock tests, you will be ready to do the exam. The physical class වලත් ඔය දේම තමයි වෙන්නේ. ඒකේ වැඩිපුරත් තව face to face මාත් එක්ක හැමදේම discuss කරන්න ඕන. So if you have a laptop, if you have a desktop, I mean phone එකේ practice කරන එක එච්චර හොඳ නැහැ because you have to get used to the keyboard and mouse and all that. So what you need to do PT properly, කිසිම මේ ලොකු expensive දේවල් අවශ්‍ය නැහැ. A laptop, internet connection, and that's about it. And our class fee is very reasonable fee. We charge 19,000 only for online class only, 24,000 for the combination of online and physical, and that's it. That's a one-time payment. There's no extra charge or hidden charges, unlimited session. And for that, you can get the best support that you want. With your hard work and with my effort, easily we can achieve very good scores. The other things, quick, another example, the speaking and after human grading, if you do a proper job, you can actually get a good score. For me, writing and reading are the most important questions. Speaking important, but if you work hard, you can do it. Godak students la make it too complicated karanti with the templates and with bad advice. Make a then sampurna me complicate karanti. So I'll show you a recent another example. My student he need only 48 or 50 or score. Now look at this score now. The student is a good student, but he didn't really prepare that much. But look at this. He got 90 for speaking. Look at reading, 44, listening, 58, writing, 54. His real sort of level is like 58, 60. Like level. So that means he underperformed these things in the exam. Obviously, he didn't work hard, I think. But look at speaking. But this is after the change. 90 points. So, hitana tarang amaru deyak neme. So definitely, if you work hard, you can do it. So you can join my classes anytime, any place. Talk to me, text me, get information. And then one of the class. So I hope to see you at the class. Thank you.